Hi, it's Conor Svensson here, founder and CEO of Web3 Labs, and this is your week in enterprise blockchain and protocols on Monday, the 1st of November 2021. This week's key events include Partior's interbank payment system launching a pilot, a Californian lawsuit gets tokenized on Avalanche, Ethereum's Altair upgrade goes live, and Alchemy raises another $250 million. Partior, which is a Singapore interbank payment system which was created by JP Morgan, DBS Bank and Temasek, have actually launched their first pilot. So what they're trying to do with this enterprise blockchain platform is to increase the speed and reduce the costs of cross-border payments, which apparently expected to reach $156 trillion by 2022. They're going to be focusing initially on Singaporean dollars and the US dollars, but the interesting thing with this project is it's something that grew out of the Monetary Authority of Singapore's project Ubin, which for those of you who've been in the space for a while will remember happened for 2-3 years ago, which was about the exploration of central bank digital currencies. And so what they're providing with this system is wholesale clearing and settlement that can take place in less than 2 minutes, improve transparency and reduce the need for intermediaries, reducing transaction costs in the process here. You know, seeing this pilot going live, one of course wonders naturally why it's taken so long to get to this point, given that the project Ubin took place a while back. But the key thing is that these are very complex systems. The wholesale banking markets shift a lot of money around, all the time, and ultimately with them, you've got to tread very carefully, especially when you're working with people like the Monetary Authority of Singapore on this, and JP Morgan and so on and so forth. And so it's a really positive step to see, but it's something that's, it is naturally going to be a slow burn because of the complexity of these markets. But the fact that they're talking about the remittance markets here is definitely significant. In Asia, this is it's a very large market for that, and so much so that what you've actually seen in the world of cryptocurrencies is that they've already started to impact the remittance markets, where historically people who live in a part of the world where maybe they work on a low wage and they actually want to send money back home to where they've got family who might not be in the same country as them, what they do is they use these wire transfer services that often charge quite a hefty premium on payments. You can be talking 4 or 5% or more for it. And what's happened with cryptocurrencies is that some of these companies, and this is not tied directly in with this specific news piece, but it's more about how crypto is already disrupting the remittance payment market, is that people are using cryptocurrencies to actually send money across borders so that they don't have to go through these incumbent service providers, which take quite significant fees there. Now, certainly organizations like JP Morgan, for instance, might provide a lot of the financial plumbing here, but it's that you get these service providers that get built up on top of them and then use these rails behind the scenes. And because of those layers of complexity there's more and more commission gets added, which ultimately hurts the people at the other end. So seeing these efficiencies, although it's being piloted, they will longer term likely become commonplace. It's certainly good news for the overall market of remittance payments there. The first tokenized lawsuit has gone live on the Republic platform. What's actually happening here is that a law firm and this investment platform are selling a tokenized stake in a Californian lawsuit. So this initial litigation offering, they've called it, or ILO, what they're doing is opening up the idea of retail investment in litigation finance, and apparently they believe this is a field that could reach $20 billion revenue in a number of years. So the case specifically is called Partior, which is LLC versus Kern County. What's being said is that the Kern County Sheriff Department destroyed Partior's cropland in 2019, and officials alleged that Partior's hemp crop had exceeded its legal THC limits, and they're seeking $1 billion in damages. With this ILO, though, they're looking for $5 million in investment from retail users on this Republic platform. And so, this whole thing of marijuana plus blockchain and tokenized lawsuit is fascinating to see, and definitely one to watch to find out how it pans out there. The Helium platform, they've announced a partnership with Dish Network. Dish Network are one of the large American TV producers and internet service providers, and basically like a behemoth within the broadcasted servicing space. And the Helium network, what they have is these devices that you can plug in that actually allow people to basically sell bandwidth on their home internet, and in return for running these devices they get paid in the Helium network token. What this partnership means is that Dish Network subscribers can run Helium nodes and earn Helium network tokens, HNT, for sharing their 5G wireless service with people in the area. So it's certainly a high profile partnership here, and definitely with a project like Helium, it is another one to watch here, because what they're doing is just improving something for everyone, which is 5G connectivity, but they're providing an incentive for people to actually run these services. The Ethereum Altair upgrade went live this week without any hitches. And so this was a hard fork of the Ethereum 2 network, which is known as the Beacon chain, and it's thought that this will be the last big upgrade before it actually transitions to proof of stake. It was great to see that this successfully took place. There's speculation whether or not this helped the overall big jump we saw in Ether's price this week, but it's good news again to see that the Ethereum community manages to function very well and actually get these sorts of significant changes over the line. Apparently over 95% of the validators were ready at the time of the upgrade as well, so that meant that people were ready for the upgrade, so it went over without any hitches. The Alchemy platform as well this week have announced a $250 million funding round. And so we've spoken previously about Alchemy. What their goal is basically to become the AWS for blockchain, providing really services to reduce friction and on-ramps for companies and individuals to actually work with blockchain technology. A lot of significant blockchain projects already use their infrastructure behind the scenes, such as OpenSea, Dapper Labs, and Axie Infinity, which we've spoken about on previous episodes of this podcast. And so it's again it's a big step forward for them with securing all of this funding, and gives them a hefty valuation in the process. That's all we have for this week in enterprise blockchain and protocols. If you're interested in key events across DeFi, crypto, or NFTs, please do check out our other This Week in Blockchain episodes as well. And if you'd like to learn more about the people behind the scenes, do check out our Blockchain Innovators podcast, where I speak to individuals who have made significant contributions to the blockchain ecosystem. Find out what inspires these people, get their thoughts on the latest industry news and events spanning crypto, enterprise protocols, DeFi, NFTs, and DAOs. Thanks, and I'll see you next week.